So go Knights go. Looks like we won. I've learned that you have to stop. You have to start talking as soon as you do a live stream because it's still picking you up and people will watch you on replay. How's it going, everybody? I'm Steven, not leaving Las Vegas. It's Saturday night. It's 11 o'clock. Let's do a subscriber live stream. And because sometimes I do live streams during the daytime, I'm doing this one in the nighttime. So I might be able to pick up some of those folks on the other side of the pond if anybody on the other side of the pond watches me. Look at that, there's somebody from Australia. Hi Sandra, how you doing? So we're gonna be talking about something I'm putting together here. And one second here, I'm gonna tell my wife I'm live. I'm chatting with her and she's in the other room. And I'll say, love you too. So we're talking about an upcoming thing I'm gonna do and I'm gonna intro it. So this posting is a lot of good stuff. Well, we'll see how it goes. You might be happy, Tony, you might be not happy. Hi, everybody. That's very loud. Okay, so here we go. We have a tablet right here. We have me, we have you. Oh my gosh, I always cough on a live stream. Hi, Tony from Houston, Texas, where the Astros play. And the Astrodome used to live, but I don't think it does anymore. So I'm going to announce right now that I have a subscriber that I met previously on camera, and he actually gave me this hat over here, this stylish Original Six National Hockey League hat, although I have to wear the Golden Knights tonight. But when he comes back in December, I'm going to be doing a charity walk that I'm doing, it was my idea, from the Las Vegas sign with him. We're gonna be walking the entire 7 miles or so from the Las Vegas sign all the way to Fremont Street. And I'm gonna find a charity that's registered here in the Valley so I can have you guys donate, if you wanna donate, per mile that we walk, a certain set amount. It's 7 miles and you guys can donate to a local no-kill animal shelter out here because by the time December's rolled around, Vegas is a pretty inhospitable place for little critters. It gets down into the 30s in late December, sometimes at night. That's below freezing, folks. And it's bad enough they have to suffer all night or all day in the heat in the summer. Now they got to deal with the cold in the winter. So I think it would be nice to raise some money for a no-kill animal shelter. There's one that I have in mind. I'll have to work it out. So if you're coming into Vegas and you want to be here for December, I'll get a date within the next week and then you can join us for that event if you'd like, and you can even get your own sponsors. I'm going to be live streaming the whole event as well. I'm going to have a couple of battery banks, and I'm going to have my phone, and we're going to do a live stream of that entire thing, the whole marathon. It'll take about 2 hours and 30 minutes, not accounting for anything else that might happen, like stops for water. I don't think we're going to need that. It's December. So we're going to be live streaming the whole event as well. So you guys can watch if you want, and you can donate to the charity if you want to. Then you can watch a couple of people hanging out in Vegas. So far I have 2 confirmed. I bet you I can get some more. And if I get some more, I want those people to try to get some kind of a sponsorship so they can get sponsored by donating to the local cat and dog no-kill shelter charity. So there's the news for today. Now, off the strip chat, because sometimes life is more than just looking at the Las Vegas Strip, and I can cover that a million times. But let's answer some questions that you guys might have. And to do that, I'm gonna open up my tab, because we're an Android household, and I'm gonna find my live stream, and I'm gonna make sure I'm muted or else you'll hear an echo. And let's see if I can find me. Hey, can I find my own channel? Not leaving Arizona? No, Las Vegas. Here I am. Oh, look at that. This guy, it shows here, is live. So let's bring up your chat in this live window right here, okay? Yeah, where is my live stream? It says I'm live. What a thing, it's not showing that. There it is, okay. So we can see all of these things right here, and I can see the live stream chat. Cool. So Sandra Collins says, hi, Steven. Hi, Sandra, how you doing? Queen R, this is way back then from Australia. Kester Robin says, hi. Tanya says it's good stuff. Okay, Cesar is here, says aloha. Carrie's watching from Southwest Las Vegas. Ridiculous Is Vancouver in Canada? Rick, Vancouver is in two places, Washington and Canada. I think there was a rift in the time-space continuum. Sandra says it's a good idea. Renee says, hi from Illinois. Sam is in New York City. Cesar says, gonna miss it due to SEMA. Will contribute. I will give you guys the info as soon as I can. And Christopher Sanders, no rock and roll marathon. We're just gonna be a couple of people walking the strip, making some money for a charity. Sandra's happy to donate. Kiwi from New Zealand says, hi mate. And hi from New Zealand. Hey, hey. I have a cat interrupting my live stream in my house right now. Morocco's in the house with Dean. Sandra is having a conversation. And Love the Southwest approves. And JT says hello. And Carrie saying we'll walk. Okay, so Carrie, you can walk with us if you guys want to. That would be a cool idea. It's going to be between December 8th and the 13th, I'm thinking. And we're going to have to figure out exactly what date because it's up to my subscriber, Kevin from Canada, when he can actually come up and be here. And he's going to be here. He already has his hotel booked. Cesar wants the cat on camera. Princess, where are you? Princess. Oh. Stop talking. I did this before, and now you guys get to see him again. Okay, here we go, cat on camera. And then cat shows, what they do is they, oh, geez, Louise, like this. Hi, everybody. I have pretty blue eyes, and I like to bite my human's ear because I'm guilty as charged. So that's Princess Sage, and Princess Sage was originally just Sage, and she likes to try to, don't bite my nose. I swear to you, if you bite my nose, you're so done for in life. Don't do it. Don't do it. Shh. You're fine. So, little tiny mix of a Siamese, and we kept going to the same store where she was with a little cat rescue agency, small one. She was there from April, May, June, July, woo, into August. And we finally said, if something happens and she's still there, we're gonna get her. Then somebody up in Canada donated me $100, and I have money left over from buying a GoPro accessory, so we took the plunge. Okay, Mike, I don't have any dogs. Hot Wheel says hello. Kitty is aggressive. That cat is a sweetheart. It has such soft fur because Siamese cats don't have an undercoating, so it's kind of like your cat always feels like after you brush the heck out of your cat. It's pretty impressive. So here we go. 3 weeks Sandra's gonna be here. That's awesome. How do I find a furnished place to rent while I'm waiting to buy? So Gail, I don't know if you have a real estate agent. I can pass you on to somebody who helped one of my other subscribers find a place to rent. And he also really focuses on home sales, Gail. So if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and you can use the link in the description of this video or any of my other videos to email me directly, and I can get you connected with him or his brother. Matthew helped us find the place that we're in right now. He helped one of my subscribers. She made it public, so I can just say Regnute. She posted it on my community tab, and he's pretty great, and he's a very honest guy, and he just works hard to help people out. He's not about some agents out here will not do rentals. They'll just do home sales because the home sales are where they make their thousands, and rentals they might make $200. But he's more like, hey man, if I help you into a rental, maybe 2 years time you call me and you want to buy a house, maybe it never happens, but I helped you and you pass me on. So Gail, if you're, so what you need to do, Gail, is you need to email me using the links in any of my videos. Some of the earlier ones don't have them, but anything in the last month or so should have an email link in the description of that email. Mike at Y asks what the average price of a home is in Vegas. I don't know. I'm going to say $250 to $300, but I could be very wrong. I have Sandra, I'm sorry you have to go, but make sure you watch the replay. And if any of you guys want more information, just email me. If you guys want to support the stream, you can super chat me if you want, but you can also donate using Cash App and PayPal. I'm not against saying that because I'm doing this to support my family. And if you guys don't like that, that's cool too, but I'm not forcing anybody. I do all your videos and answer all your questions, regardless of a super chat, regardless of a donation. But PayPal and Cash App means that I get money instantly, helps my household out, helps me further do videos. Yeah, Sandra says to like the videos. Kiwi NZ says something about 370. I'm not sure what that is. And oh, median, okay, I think we're talking about home prices. So the median home price is 274,000. Your computer, your community, my community posted about someone asking you to guide them around. How did that materialize it? I don't know. So somebody was just posting and chatting with me on Facebook Messenger, and they said, how about this for an idea? Because I was toying with a couple of different ideas. Travis is here. How's it going, Travis? I hope you have good weather wherever you are on the roads out there and being safe. So they suggested a bunch of stuff, and it's one of the people I helped out with their YouTube channel, one of those people that I said, you should help this person out, go watch their videos. And incidentally got accused of getting paid for that. No, I didn't get paid for that. And they said, this would be an idea. And I'm like, well, I meet with everybody for free, so why would I do that? And they said, well, you could do like a for hire. He's like, I'm there all the time. People are constantly asking for guided tours. They pay $50 to the big bus, and that's not even a person that they know, so maybe they'd want to do something with you. Travis is in South Dakota. Every time I see Travis and he types, hey brother, I'm thinking, I know exactly how this guy sounds. I talk to him on the phone regularly. He's like, hey brother, what's going on? And I know Travis, and if you guys like food, he has a pretty cool food channel where he posts stuff. So if you see Travis, the Master Chef Truckin', you can click on his link and get to his channel, and you can see his cooking videos and stuff like that. He's also a pretty cool guy. He tries to help everybody out, and that's pretty good. And when Travis finally gets here, he's going to show me some special cargo he brings into Vegas that I'm not allowed to talk about on channel. Okay, you can ask me questions if you guys want to right now. I'd love to hear them. And we're here on the chat, live off the strip in Vegas. I'll be on the strip doing a strip chat eventually. Hey, I remember... Is Results Channel the same channel from Laguna Beach that texted me before and you do high-end VIP clubs, or am I missing that? Because I try to have a memory, but I don't have a good memory. So Laguna Beach is here. I like Laguna Beach a whole bunch. It's one of the places I learned how to build houses with an uncle. We were doing it right after the landslides happened over a decade ago. And Laguna Beach is a cool place. I like the Ralph's grocery store right on the main drag, if that's still around. And to have a good art scene in Laguna Beach. Tanya says, Phil Ruffin on Circus Circus is a good thing. I think it is too. I posted in the Las Vegas part of Reddit. Some people said it might not be. Phil likes to flip things, but he's never flipped the Treasure Island, so there's that. MGM now, homie, let's make some content. So Results Channel, if you want to be serious, I think you texted me, but that was a lot of text messages ago. When I restored my phone, I had 45,000 text messages from 3-4 years ago. All that's cumulative. So if you want to, and you still have my text, send my phone a text. I'm not against that. So if you don't have my text, then email me using the description to my email of any of my videos. Christopher Sanders says, truck drivers know good food. This guy makes his food in his truck. Anybody can do it. He does it without a kitchen. He made his own version of those Impossible beef things. Pretty cool. Oh, wait, his own version, not of that, but of the Popeye's chicken sandwich, which is pretty good because people being held up at weapon point for those chicken sandwiches. So he's going to be in Laguna on Wednesday. Tanya says he was originally going for the Mirage. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? So here we go. Alan says, preseason nights. Sharks, baby. Sharks. I watch a guy called The Hockey Guy on YouTube. You should watch him. He covers every game. He said with, I can't remember, Vladimir something or like that, Ryzik or something. He's scoring. We might be one of those teams where you put on our sweater or jersey and you just become automatically better. It's a possibility. Some teams are like that. Russell Result says, okay. Tanya said, is there any chance of me going to the new Circa and Binions? I don't think there's much to see at Circa, although I can do a site update and I could do Binions. That's fine. I can do those things. Downtown is a giant pain. You can't park anywhere for free downtown, so I'll have to make a good reason to go downtown and spend money on parking for that. New segment, how to freak out tourists. Results Channel, stop doing that in this channel, man. You have a lot of good ideas, but if you post them all up here, someone's going to run off of them and steal them. I think I got my competition watching under different usernames and pseudonyms. somebody bombed me with some pretty racist comments to try to take my monetization away. But if you want to get together, just send me an email. I'm telling you. Carrie says, when you walk up the strip for your charity walk, is it going to strip or using the walkways over the street walkways, dipping into casinos? I don't know about dipping into casinos because the connection can get bad. I know we're going to use the walkways and keep it safe. I'm just doing this to see if any kind of interest exists whatsoever. I have 2 people. If I even make $10 for this charity, I'll be more than happy. But I'm gonna try to probably make a website. When my funds get better, I'm gonna have to buy a domain name. I make websites, so making a website's not a big deal. It's not like I have to hire anybody. I am the web designer. So there you go. Oh man, so it's gonna be a great week in Vegas. Carrie says that's cool. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that very much. So it's not going to be a lot of people in this chat because it's just my subscribers, and it's really benefiting people who are either on this part of the country or in England, the UK. I was on the strip the other day, and I had a guy, I was trying to work with this Grand Canyon guy to help him get some business, and the guy stops me, and he was from Scotland, and he recognized me, and that was pretty cool. And then I had another guy recognize me the other day. But it's not like I'm so big. I'm not going to be recognized. I'm not Jacob the Giant Influencer or nothing. Carrie says, I walked all over Bangkok 12 miles by myself in a few days in a row. You walked all over Bangkok by yourself? Then you're very brave. I wouldn't walk over Bangkok all by myself, even if I was in better shape like I used to be all them years ago. But hey, you must be tough, and that's a good thing. So that's cool, Carrie. But I don't know if you're in Vegas right now. If you're in Vegas, that's cool. If you're not in Vegas, you're gonna have to get to Vegas, and just like that whole idea of the meetup thing, I'd have to do it with 5, 6, 7 people. I can't imagine people are gonna move mountains to come out here because I'm doing a meetup. I'm not at that level yet, so maybe someday. Oh, Carrie just moved here. That's awesome. Hey, thumbs up for Carrie moving to Vegas. That's pretty cool. Another thing I'm working on that'll help you guys get some value where I don't have to hustle for tips all the time is I'm doing a guide. It's going to be a $99 guide. I put a teaser up on my community tab. It wasn't on my regular feed, so you wouldn't have seen it. And it's going to be a 6 video, maybe 7 video segment on how to relocate to Vegas. 30 minutes per video, if not more, on where to live in the city, where to avoid in the city, tax situations, heating costs, cooling costs, DMV costs, school districts, although I'm limited on that knowledge, you know, how to find a place, you know, all these kinds of transportation in the city, driving around in the city, owning a car versus not owning a car, plus a PDF guide. I'm gonna be selling that on the channel here. So if you decide to relocate and you're feeling overwhelmed and consumed, and you'll have all that information that's mostly free on my channel, but way more in depth, you have that option too. So there you go. So what do we got? Talk about Vegas real estate. 1% asks. We will talk about Vegas real estate. What would you like to know? It's very broad. There are lots of houses and commercial businesses. I'm being funny, but it's not funny. So if you're more specific, I can answer a better question. Cesar asks, do I know of any stores near the strip on Fremont Street that are in a similar vein like the beef jerky store or Las Vegas jerky? Not on the strip. You might check out the Native American reservation because they're off the strip, but it's weird because they're right on, I want to say, Las Vegas Boulevard, up a hill. They're their own autonomous nation. They probably have beef jerky there. But I would say if you're in Vegas and you have a car, you should go out to the Alien area. There's an Alien beef jerky place in California, but then you'd have to drive to California. But for beef jerky, I think the ABC stores might stock local beef jerky, so there's that. You might check out those places there, right there. And I can't remember, there's a truck stop that's way out of Vegas. It's between here and like Tonopah, in the middle of nowhere where no one should ever go, ever. And they have amazing beef jerky. That's what they focus on. Howdy, howdy. Hope your Saturday night is going well. Thank you, Martin. I hope your Saturday Night Live is going, Saturday Night Live. I was thinking Steve Martin. Hope your Saturday night is going well too. This is what my wife does. This is a paper flower. And if I move it like this, you'll be hypnotized. I just thought I can show you this stuff because we're sitting right here on a camera. Moving my camera. There's another one right there. You guys can see the workmanship in there. I'm really proud of her, man. She's really working this job really good. Although finding paid customers who we can fit this into after they've spent thousands of dollars on a wedding is tough. Well, not a lot of questions here, so what do we want to talk about? We could talk about anything. JoJo's Beef Jerky in Container Park has good jerky. That's cool. I wonder if it's local or not. Container Park is a place I have to go to. I'll have to get down there someday. Oh, I think an All You Can Vegas reviewed that truck stop you're talking about a month or so ago. Yeah, man, that guy gets around. He's a good guy. I'm waiting for someday to be able to actually reach out and communicate with some of these YouTubers where I don't have to walk into a live stream. That's a joke. See, I'm trolling you guys. That was a trolling comment for my haters that might be watching. Hashtag original content. Hashtag secret sauce. I want to do a reaction video where I walk up to people with Raiders hat and ask them what they like about the Raiders, but I don't have a camera person. There's a really good channel, although politically tinged, called Flecka Talks, and he walks up to people and does man on the street stuff. Very good channel. Hello from Illinois. Lulz Jacob, the player secret of Vegas. Well, check it out. Do you own a rental property in Vegas? No, I don't. I would like to one day. Owning rental properties is probably the best way to get wealthy. Although I don't know, in a city like Vegas, it might be rolling the dice. The market's been really, really hot right now. And if you bought into it, and right in the last month or two, it got not so hot, it could be a bummer. But, you know, it might be good if you had a good mortgage. You know, if you go to Rocket Mortgage, you can run these rates, but they probably don't offer the most competitive rates. But let's say you had a rental property with a decent credit score, not a lot of down payment money. You could conceivably pay $800 a month mortgage on that property and collect $1,500 worth of rent. So there is money to be had right there. But like Rich Dad, Poor Dad says, you know, was it three green houses, one red hotel, or 3 red houses? You know, buy 3, 4, and then trade them in for a bigger one. Christopher asks, feels like casinos are preparing for another economic downturn with all the sales and raising capital. It's really only MGM that's doing that, Christopher. If anything, you have other new properties that are coming in, and Phil Ruffin is thinking the economy must be pretty good because he's buying these hotels at pretty high rates from what I heard. Results Channel says, let's do it. Email me. I mean, I don't expect you to leave the live stream right now, but email me or text me, my friend. And Cesar retracted his message. Hey, it's my friend. How you doing, friend? Vegas, eh? Who has a Vegas channel, who has to post more Vegas content. Post more Vegas content. Do it from an outsider's perspective. Tell people you don't live there, but you're looking outside in and you own a house down here. Flecka's Talks want to buy one of his spoons. Yeah, he puts the microphone on a spoon. I need to be able to have a thing on there. Cesar, thanks Alan for the lead. Tanya says, have there been any It's going too fast, guys. Okay, no, you can keep commenting. I have my tablet down here. I can read it. So I don't even see your comment. That's fun. Have there been any rehabs or new casinos outside Las Vegas like Henderson? Well, Tanya, the Station casinos bought the Palms and rehabilitated the heck out of it. Then you also have the Sahara, which is Palace Station. That has been highly, highly renovated inside. In terms of big things, it's going to be the Virgin, but that's kind of on the Strip. So what's this hail I gotta for? What's this Halle? I don't know what you mean, Carrie. I think you misspelled something. Cesar says, no, I already got to get to the cinnamon toast snacks from Las Vegas Jerky. So JoJo's is a new one. Oh, what's happening with Circus Circus is that it's being sold, most likely to Phil Ruffin, who owns the Treasure Island, and 50% stake in the Trump Tower. So people are like, Donald Trump's owning Circus Circus. No, that's not it at all. Not whatsoever. But yeah, hey Ivy in New York. How you doing, Gotham? Tell Batman and Joker I said hi. Results can't comment tomorrow if you're around New York. I'll be around tomorrow, but I don't know what your hours are, so you need to text me or email me. God bless you, man. Love your videos. You're the best. Thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate it. And what part of the world are you in, Jonathan? Appreciate you commenting and liking. Circus Circus is still nasty. It's probably not going to get much better until it's gutted inside. And it'll be probably a 2-year-long job. And I really hope that they update it to make it look like Stephen King's It. No, I don't. That would be scary. But why are we all so afraid of clowns? What is the area of East Lake Mead like? Well, the other day, I did a video on this where I went down and I traveled down to bonanza all the way down there, and it gets really not great, and then it gets better. So it's like there's disparity, and then there's really nice parts. But as you drive towards the mountains, that's generally how most cities are. Jonathan is in Tennessee, so make sure you send us some baseball bats, Kentucky Derby horses, and also bourbon. Paul Quinnett is in Seattle, the Emerald City. Did you know that when they opened up the MGM Grand, it had a yellow brick road and emeralds in it? And did you also know that the MGM Grand is a special color of green that only MGM owns, and you can't use it? You can't even find the copy of it in the Pantone book. And when they redid the Wizard of Oz movie with James Franco, they had to make a different color of green because Sony did that movie. Martin's going to miss the Hard Rock in its present form. Many good memories. I agree. Christopher says Alien Out in Baker. That's the one I said, Christopher. That's a good one. And Jonathan is by the Chattanooga Choo Choo out in Tennessee. What's the Anthem area like? Anthem is nice. It's a small community. If you don't have to drive to the Strip, I would hate to live in any of those neighborhoods where you have an hour one way and an hour another way, but then you can double down by getting an Audible account or just getting audiobooks from whatever service you want and learning, not listening to fiction, folks. Have you heard of the rumor of someone buying the Rio and imploding it to make a baseball stadium? All right, Carrie, so I have heard this rumor, and I made a video about this a few weeks ago, and it sounds like it's a giant rumor, but then we get to where some of the contractors are saying that they don't have contracts in place after next January. However, take it with a grain of salt. There is no interstate on-ramp near there, except, well, I lied, there is by Flamingo, but there's no way they could do that. They can't make the road any bigger in front of the Rio because they're building a giant Marriott across the street with brand new retail complexes. However, if there's a rumor of that happening, the Marriott across the street makes a lot of sense. I don't think professional baseball would work in Vegas, but a lot of people didn't think hockey would work, and it looks like football is going to work. But professional baseball plays 90 some odd home games, and they have a 50,000 seat arena, and it doesn't take a genius to know to fill all those seats would be hard, even with Vegas's tourism numbers. Ivy said, if you could move somewhere else in LV, where would you move to? I would move to Summerlin or the edge of Summerlin, right off of the, well, if I had a dream, like my car would never break down or I had all the money to take care of it, I would buy two used cars, because buying a new car is not smart. I would buy two nice used cars, and I would move all the way out on the other side of the 215 Beltway in Summerlin, but that's a very expensive property. So I would probably end up moving to about Buffalo and Charleston, or Sahara, which is very nice as well. So we got a heckler in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make Ivy a moderator. So now you're a moderator. Hey, Ivy, you have all the power in the world. And who else can I make a moderator? Who do I trust today? I'm trying to figure out who I trust. I don't see anybody. Oh, I'll make Cesar a moderator. So if you guys see these hecklers, can you please remove their garbage? They're going to say some really rude stuff. Ask Wayne Newton. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, my connection dropped for a minute. And if you guys see the messages that you don't like, just ban the user from the channel. They'll probably come back with a different username, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, and we're back. Hooray. Well, Cesar, you're very loyal to the channels you watch. Oh, look at that, my light turned out. I have it on a timer, it's a smart plug. Let's turn it back on, everybody. Oh, man. Okay. And then there was light. What do you think of the fountains being removed at the Miracle Mile shops? I thought they were just under renovation. I haven't been back to that area since last week. I think they're going to build some retail there because Vegas is all about retail. Yeah, trolls mean you cannot, you gotta have haters. You gotta have haters. If you don't have haters, you ain't doing something right. Folks, all right, Vegas questions. Hit me with your best shot, blow me away. That's a song. Singing song lyrics. We got another half an hour. What am I gonna do? You guys wanna see me do pen tricks? I knew this Asian kid in school that was so good at this deal. He was so fast at it, I can never figure it out. Show some shops and stores on the Main Street area. I like Main Street. Everybody wants me to go down for First Friday, but it's not hot anymore, so maybe I can do that. Parking for the football stadium. Have you heard anything? So Uncle Joe, I was thinking about this the other day, and I think maybe it's time I do a video on it. I don't think the parking situation's a big deal as much as I once did. And I might have been a bit of a hater on the Raiders when they first were announced moving here, but I don't think it's that big of a deal, because as I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking how many people come to Vegas and drive and rent a car anyways. It's not as many as you think it is. I talk to hundreds and hundreds of people every single week, and if you ask them, do you have a car? They don't have a car. They just walk places, or they take like Ubers and Lyfts. And the less cars getting to that stadium, honestly, the better. So I know Jacob, the giant influencer of YouTube, with his life in Las Vegas, did a hate video on it, and I kind of want to do a video rebutting the video, and I've seen people do it, because I don't think a lot of those things are founded in reality. I think they're just complete bunk. They're just people trying to get sensationalist headlines, throwing out fake news. What are the property taxes here? They're pretty low. Let me see here. Property taxes in Clark County. Google's not going to listen. Oh, it did. Susan, Clark County. Yeah. Eat up Martha. Property taxes in Clark County, Nevada. The fiscal year is about approximately 3.3%. No, yep, 3.3% average property taxes across the board. Results channel says casinos in the prison. Love that story. I've not heard that one. And Jonathan loves 80s music, and so do I. But I also love 90s music. I'm a child of the 90s. Oh, of course, the Adventure Dome would probably stay, Christopher. It's a money maker, and it's the only amusement park proper in Vegas because it's indoors. Carrie asks, have I been to the market in the alley? Never been there. I'm gonna have to check it out. See, there's stuff about. Hey, it's Domino. Hey, Domino. Cat number 2, everybody. He was hiding underneath me the whole time. So this is a different one. Domino is just loving. He's a senior. He's got really bad legs, and so I have to lift him up when he wants to go on the bed. Oh, you shy. Come here, Papa. Don't be shy. Don't be clawing me either. I don't need that. I like this shirt. Hello. Hi, baby. Say hello. He's called Domino because he has these dots on his back. He's one of our rescues from when the Pharaoh mother gave birth to the cats on the balcony. He likes to headbutt me, see? I figured out he has a magnet in his face that attaches to a magnet in my face. Stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're so good. My wife says I should make a channel for the cats. I said maybe I will someday because they are awesome cats. He's my loving guy. He's sick. He's old. He's old. We take good care of him. All right, Bubba, you go down. You go do cat stuff. You have important cat things to do. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Let's get back to business. I don't have time to mess around. What is this? No Market Alley. Hot Wheels, I didn't see your question. Could you please rewrite it? And I guess there's a benefit of super chats. Not saying you have to do that, Hot Wheels, but when you do a super chat, it like shows me and it goes, hey, you have this person. Did you answer my previous question about Circus Circus being profitable because it's a family friendly? I didn't see a lot of your questions. I think this happened while I was lagging and I was kicked out of YouTube. So Hot Wheels, rewrite your question. Cesar, no, I didn't. It is profitable. It is a family place on the Strip. It's also dangerous. A couple of people have been murdered there. There's some bad history at the Circus Circus. There's kids everywhere. Vegas A says a boot, and I don't know if he's getting that from this YouTuber named, can't remember his name. There's a YouTuber that's real famous that is really good. He says a boot very prominently. Will hotel rates rocket when the Raiders play? The answer is yes. They will be stupidly priced. I'm waiting for the hotel calendar to get as far out as it can so I can see how much they're racking those hotels up. Footnote that, gotta run. Hopefully Results Channel follows through and actually contacts me. How's the road construction going on the I-15? It's finished. It's a big road. I don't like driving on it at night because there are so many lanes and weird overpasses, and it's a real highway now, folks. Why hasn't poutine become a hit here in the States? That's the question. There's a place down on the strip, down off the strip, across the street from Hard Rock, called Pies and Poutine, and they sell gourmet poutine. I just think it's the concept and the theory of hot French fries with cheese curds and gravy, and people don't like that idea. See my website. Stop being naughty to me. I want to see the celebrity list. I don't know if that was meant for me. Domino's cute. I have a cat named Chippy. Cats are cool. Peace out, results channel. Cat videos do somewhat well on YouTube. Depends on the material. There's actually the Hungry Syrian Wanderer is a Filipino YouTuber from Syria who lives in the Philippines, and he has a cat channel. I think it does better than his regular channel, honestly. Paul Quinnett just finished up the Charleston section. Yeah, it's nice up there. I think they're going to remodel, probably. Oh, I did not know about that. Just a Canadian habit. And then look at this. There's that troll again. How well in that area best if you want to buy a place, an Airbnb? How well in what area is best? I am not sure because Airbnb is weird out here as far as I know. I have cat hair all over me. If I look up Airbnb, I could guide you to that. So I'll look it up for you if you want to email me. I have time for an email tomorrow. JT asks if I like the Cars. Is that the gentleman that just passed away? Rest in peace. I like 80s music, but some of that stuff was way more poppy than I'd like. So I was more into like Paul McCartney and George Harrison did stuff in the 80s, and then what else in the 80s was there? I skipped most of the 80s. I was a 70s and a 90s guy. Do you talk about Virgin buying Hard Rock? Love your channel. Natasha, I did an entire video of the Hard Rock about 2 weeks ago. And you can go and watch that video, and I talked all about the Virgin Group buying the Hard Rock, and I went in a tour of the Hard Rock as well and took a bunch of 4K video that you can definitely go and check out if you would like to. Let's see if I can get my live chat back here on my YouTube window. Look at that handsome guy giving a live chat. Gail Sanders says, my email first, please. And I'm not following what Gail said. Gail, if you said something earlier, I may not have seen it because my chat dropped. I'm not sure, Gail. I feel like I'm a fool right now because I'm not following you. So in terms of music, I like the Foo Fighters. I like pretty much anything from the 90s with the exception of Green Day because those guys got really political, and I don't have the nostalgia goggles that I thought I had. Sat Paul Chatha says he lives in London and came to Vegas for the first time this year. They weren't really impressed. Expensive fast food and people dress terribly. Vegas, they say, has changed a lot for the worse. I guess it depends on what you get out of it, because I know people from the UK that, by contrast, are incredibly infatuated with Las Vegas. I mean, I know a guy that has a tattoo of the Vegas sign on his forearm. So a lot of folks are enamored with American culture. I don't know what Gail's talking about. I feel like a dang fool. If somebody can straighten it out for me, that'd be good. So a lot of people are enamored by that. What tourist traps in Vegas? What's funny about this is that you know all the answers to this, Cesar. I know you do, because I know who you are. What tourist traps in Vegas other than Pawn Stars? Well, there's a lot of tourist trappy things. I mean, a lot of guys get lulled into clip joints, which I can't really talk about. Oasis was good, though. I like Oasis, Christopher. Clip joints are where guys go to strip clubs and think they're getting more than just a strip club, and I won't go into further detail. Getting long-hauled in Vegas is also a big scam. The CD hustlers that walk up to you and they try to push a CD in your hand and then demand a tip from you is a big one. I met a couple from Ireland the other day that watched my channel, and they said that the tips for pictures, people are really stupid right now. They're charging $20 a person, which they're not even supposed to charge anything for. Hot Wheels, you can find my email address at any, you know what? I have another channel, I can type it in. I'm watching on another tablet. But anyways, there's those, they're not supposed to be taking money. I'm typing in stuff. They're not supposed to take money. It's like it's not a thing. You can find my email address, guys, in any of my previous videos. I don't know if that one went through. Try to see if it would. Big fan of John Mayer. Oasis was huge worldwide, just didn't click in the US. I like Oasis, like I really do. They were a bit of a crazy couple, brothers. And what you got to remember is that for like Vegas and myself, we grew up. Oh, I see why. I can't post emails into this because it's using artificial intelligence. I'm going to type it in. I'm using a different account to type this in. So that might have worked. Doesn't look like it worked either. You're gonna have to go into my other videos to see my email address, but it's in the description of this video too. It's info at vegasforfreenow.com. Have you ever thought about being a tour guide in Vegas? Jonathan, I don't know if you know this, but somebody suggested that I conduct my own tours with people that might be coming here that are my viewers. And I said that might be an option. So no, I'm kind of a tourist guide because you have to know stuff about the city and the strip, and I could always know more. But somebody said I should do that for my viewers, include some kind of a lunch, spend a few hours, and do like a guided tour for a charge. It might help my bottom line and help me make more videos. I don't have to worry less about work. Cesar says, yeah, you got a CD pushed by a cabbie last year. At least they didn't offer a prostitute. Yeah, well, also, here's another scam in Vegas. Here's another tourist trap. You might be like sitting across the street from a business, like a dispensary or a gentleman's club, and the taxi driver, like I'm over there, and it's right there, and they're like, hey, I'll give you a ride over there. I'll give you a ride over there for $2. It's hot out. They get $40 for dropping you off at the door. And then you go and spend a bunch of money you never intended to spend in there. How's that, right? And then at least the cabbies are better than the ones in Mexico. Christopher, it depends, man. I mean, I had some good taxi drivers when I lived in Mexico, but I had some bad ones too. Men should, Natasha, but men are dumb. Sorry, guys, we're dumb. All right, where's my moderators at? So I'm gonna hide this user on my channel. So we got a bad actor in here, guys. So that's okay. Some people have nothing better to do. Sorry, I just needed a place to rent furnished while I relocate. 90 days until. Okay, so Gail, no problem. If you have a pen, tell me you have a pen handy. You're active in the chat. I'll give you my cell phone number. You can text my business number, Gail. When you have a pen handy, let me know. Or if you can't write text or personal information in here because it's not letting me get the message through. So Gail, if you have a pen handy, let me know and I'll go ahead and I will tell you what it is. You could do a guided tour of the people interested in buying property in LV. I have a real estate friend that can do all that stuff. He's like a brother to me. I've known him for 7 years. He's awesome. He's the one guy I trust everything in my household to when I'm not here, including my bank info if I had to. And he's great. His brother's great. They work as a team. The Fremont Street area has an overabundance of homeless people sleeping just off Fremont. Why hasn't the city provided more shelters? So the taxes for tourists, Marvin, are generally split up in different places. A lot of the times they don't go to where they should go, and when they do go where they should go, they're spent in inappropriate ways. There's a reason they're down there though is there's actually a homeless plaza off of Fremont Street, and they go there because it gives them a place to wash up, get out of the heat and the sun and stuff like that. There's also a bunch of support charities like Catholic missions and stuff like that down there that provide things to these homeless folks. We used to donate things and then we found out they're not allowed to keep those things, and yeah, so it's all good. You guys are typing questions, it's fine. I should be moderating my own stuff a lot too. Okay, Gail Sanders has a pen in their hand, so you can text my business line at 702-546-8107, and coincidentally I just gave that to a giant troll. Just give me the affirmative when you got that, Gail. That would be good. Homeless issue is a problem in almost all U.S. cities. Well, it's also a problem in pretty much everywhere. When I was in Canada, we had a lot of homeless folks in Canada too, and in Calgary, where I grew up, in the city I grew up in, it was the opposite thing. When it was extremely cold, they had to open up more shelters and stuff like that. And a lot of the Catholic missions and stuff like that, they just want to be able to speak the word of God to them, and some of these people don't want that, and it's just. It's a problem. Society has a problem. Cesar, okay, Prince Edward, I love your island in Canada. It says I like to stay up late. I never sleep, man. Never sleep. Cesar says you lived there for a number of years. Thought about going to a place and looking back at how it changed from then and now. Yeah, I mean, it's different because you go back to a place and you have different memories. They said a memory works like a Polaroid picture, but it works in reverse. So when you get a Polaroid out, some of the picture starts to develop and then the picture pops in. And then I was reading in psychology today a number of years ago that your memory is kind of the opposite. You start off with a fresh look at things and then things get distorted, especially based on people's opinions. So yeah, you're right. Um, Ivy says good idea about tours for those moving to Vegas. That's funny. Well, thank you to my moderators on the channel. You guys are great, and I appreciate it very, very much. And, you know, it's Vegas. What can I tell you? If that's it, if there's not a lot more questions, I'm probably going to log off, but I'll give you guys a few more minutes to catch up with the delay on channel because I'm watching myself on the screen and I'm very, very delayed. Like you have in the woods. Yes. Vegas A lives in the middle of nowhere. He is a hermit. He runs around with his dogs, hunting wild animals, with a big giant Grizzly Adams beard, walking around with a spear going, "In Canada, we hunt the seals." Probably not. That's a pretty bad joke. He's actually a very nice person. I talked to him in real life. Well, as real life as Facebook Messenger will permit. And by the way, if you guys want to get a hold of me, you can use my information in any of my videos and stuff like that. I will show you guys, yeah, Caroline's feeling good. I will show you guys a picture I'm very proud of. My wife sent me this, and this is my godson, and I'm gonna have to find him. Here he is. And I can show you guys he's doing cleanup. So they're in the Philippines, and they're doing cleanup of this stuff like that, and that's him. And they're doing like a cleanup of their local neighborhood, which is pretty amazing. I just think it's good because, you know, we always go and we pay the kids to clean up the beaches, but he's not a homeless kid. I mean, he's going to a private dental school and stuff like that. And I'm real proud to see him. That's where my YouTube money and my donations go, by the way. So thank you for everybody who's contributed over the time. Depend more is awesome. Thank you, Natasha, as well. And there you go, guys. All right, guys, so I got 13 minutes left. What do we do for 13 minutes? I would take a tour with Steven. It would be fun. Just let us know when. Yeah, that's awesome. You guys are great. I'm going to do more videos as I can, time permits. I've flirted with the idea of shutting down the videos for a while, but I know the channel would die. I just have to get my day job back on track. And as I posted in that video today, sometimes you lose your mindset. When your mindset gets lost, you can't make money. And when you lose an entire month, life gets a little bit tough for you. Look, we're not all giant social media influencers on YouTube. Some of us are just regular folks trying to carve out time in our day, afford the gas to put in the car, keep the lights on, keep the phone going, and do a job and make videos at the same time. Yeah, no problem, Hot Wheels. I appreciate you emailing me. Sorry I couldn't put it in there, but you can find it on any of my videos. And you can send me an email and I will email you back because I email everybody back, even if it's just a thumbs up emoji. Okay, well, I feel good that I was able to talk with you guys. It's a small subscriber chat video. I know that if I walked around the strip for an hour, I'd have a lot more people watching, but that's not what this is all about. This is about connecting with you folks and saying thank you for everything that you do for me. And if you say, what? That doesn't make sense. Well, what you do for me is important. You take the time to watch the videos, you take the time to support me, you take the time to share me. Because let's be honest, my channel doesn't get shared on YouTube by YouTube as much as the bigger channels do, but it helps out a great deal. You're heading for the big time. I've heard that before, Jonathan, I'm not sure. And some people have a je ne sais quoi, or I don't know what. It's a super secret French talk for I don't know what. And I don't know if I have that. I just try to talk to my people when I do a video like I'm talking to myself or a younger version of me. Princess? Hey, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. She's going to jump up on the counter and do something stupid. Oh, it's because I left the window open because it's finally cool enough at night. Permit me 2 seconds. Come here. You're not allowed to go up there. You're going to get in trouble. Now make a big noise. Yeah, that's right. I beat you. I smack you silly, princess. So, Princess is going to try to walk around, and I don't want her to do that. Try to live stream from a Golden Knights practice if you can. That would be awesome, Prince Edward. You know that there's a lineup? Dude, stop it. You know, there's a lineup for those things. You literally have to line up. Prince Edward, if you're in Canada, it might not make sense to you because this is just a practice with a bunch of kids that may not make the team, but it's a big deal out here. There we go. Princess is down here. Oh, you look like Satan when those things go in your eyes. Don't be so mean, baby. We love you. Almost thought you were talking to the wife. No, my wife's called Caroline. This cat's called Angry Pants. He wants to go up to the window. I guess think stuff you'd want to know if you were moving or visiting LV for the first time. Yeah, so that's going to be in that guide that I'm doing, the paid guide, because I have most of that stuff in videos, but I figure I can put a little more, gussy it up, give you some more value for people who might want to move here. So if you're thinking of moving here, I'm going to be offering a paid product. All the information's already on my videos, but if you want really in-depth stuff on the videos, you're going to be able to go and find it there. 30-minute videos, a series of them, 6 or 7 of them, with pertinent information for where to live, price ranges, neighborhoods, where not to go, transportation in Vegas, retiring in Vegas, the benefits, the tax structure, all that stuff that you guys asked me that I've already talked about. I'm going to put it into a guide. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned for that, and I might even pre-sell it so I can get motivated to do the creation of the product a little bit faster. But that's fine because I have all that stuff in videos on my channel anyways, but that way I get to add some value to the world, and instead of just hustling for tips, I can actually do something and leave a mark on something and maybe create something for the first time ever. It's been really nice talking with you guys. We got 9 minutes left, so it's just a marathon. I saw a YouTube channel called Evan Carmichael. He talks about success and does all these really cool tips with successful people. And he did a 12-hour live stream from his apartment in New York. And I'm like, how are you doing that? You are some kind of superhuman, buddy. And it just blew me away. Who could talk for 12 hours on camera? I'm getting tired talking 53 minutes on camera, but you guys are keeping me awake. So there you go. Almost you're talking to wife. Love your channel, Savage Wolf says. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. You have a pretty cool name for a channel too. And Axe87 says, what's your day job? Here's where you may never watch me again. I am a marketer. Right now I'm earning money by doing some work with my wife's paper flower walls, which this is an example of what she creates. I'm trying to get jobs for this, but these are hard to come by because you're asking people for $800 to $1,500. And then I do timeshare marketing where I help people out to get them free stuff for their trip while they're here if they attend a timeshare tour. I do that. It's like a cold calling in real life on the strip. I'm not knocking on doors. I'm just walking up to people. And then I also have my web stuff. I do web design for people. And I also do videos for people when they want them. Editing for videos, shooting for videos. I had this nice person offer me up a thing on a volunteer opportunity, but they were way too politically charged. They were like borderline PETA, and I don't want to get political. Caesar says, yeah, Wolf says, I don't have any chance. Make some videos, Wolf. If you made a channel like that, if you intend to do it, just do it. Follow through on it, man. Caesar said, oh, what did you think of the Area 51 raid? There was nobody there. 70 people showed up to the actual Area 51. Nobody did a Naruto run. It was a joke. Absolute joke. 2,000 people showed up to Rachel for a concert. There's a DJ with 10 people. There were more journalists than there were people for most of the event. I think it was a whole bunch of resources spent on something that could have gone to something much better, like my charity event. This December, we're walking all the way from the Las Vegas sign all the way downtown. 6.7 miles, rounding it up to 7 miles. And if you guys want to sponsor per mile, it's going to be me and at least one other YouTuber. And if you're in town and you want to do it with me, you can go ahead and try to get some people to support you, even if it's just $1 a mile. We're going to give all that money to, I'm thinking it's going to be Heaven Can Wait Animal Sanctuary, but there's other charities in town. We're going to give it to a no-kill animal shelter, and all the money is going to go straight to them for whatever we collect, with proof that I did it that way. Me and my wife want a trip to Vegas, but I haven't used it yet. Savage, you should come in this December. and walk with me, walking from the Vegas sign to downtown. Arby's was there. Ha ha. I like Arby's. There's nothing with Arby's. Nothing wrong with Arby's. Nothing wrong with some meats that's made in a tube. But Arby's seriously has the best. I don't know if they have it here, but in Canada they had Arby's sauce, and it was the best thing. And their curly fries are great. Jonathan says, likes my video about being grateful for what you have, not worry what others have, but I think you're best if. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Jonathan. That's cool. I'll be there on December the 15th. Hopefully the dates will match up. I can't recall, and the problem is that it's on WhatsApp Messenger, and WhatsApp is on the phone that I'm talking to you on. It may be late. That would suck. But you can still donate to the cause, Christopher, and watch the live stream. We're going to be marathon live streaming the 2.5-hour event. Great idea on the charity walk. Can subscribers join you? I want subscribers to join me, Vegas A. I want them to try to get people to also donate. I want them to get people to donate to them walking with us. Because if I had 10 people and we're all walking together and doing a tour of the strip for 2.5 hours on a live stream, and everybody's getting, I don't know, I'm not good at math, so let's do some calculations here. So I'm going to do a calculation. So let's say I had 10 people. 10 people were getting $5 per mile. That's $50 per person. And, see, I'm not good at math. 7 miles times $5 a mile is $35. If I had 10 people doing that, then I have $350 that I can donate. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for donations, man. And we'll go to some local businesses too and see if they're interested as well. Arby's is everywhere in Spokane. When we come to Vegas next year, we'd love to meet you. Sounds good, Kiwis. Make sure you bring me some wool. Can you bring me some wool? What food export is New Zealand really famous for? I'm trying to think of it. I know a little bit about most things, but I can't think of New Zealand's food. So let's ask Google. What's the most famous food from New Zealand? Toast and kiwis. I can buy kiwis here. Lamb, manuka honey. Ooh, honey sounds good. I like honey. Yeah, but you can't bring me the All Blacks. It'd be very expensive for you, and I don't have a way to feed all those giant rugby players. This art right here is not, this is our gallery wall that she laid out, and I crawled up on a ladder and we laid out all the string, and I did all that stuff. Lamb, let's see if I missed some comments here. If my math is correct, it's like $80,000. $1 billion? $1 billion? Remind us when it's time to donate for the walk. I'll set it all up, Ivy. I definitely will. Yeah, I saw another YouTuber explore with us, father-daughter combo, showing the huge law enforcement presence in the desert. Looked crazy. Yeah, but the law enforcement was hanging out with people. So they're the biggest exporter of dairy. So now we know. That's good. And you're also the biggest exporter of Mount Everest climbers. Because they're at, also Russell Crowe is from New Zealand, but he claims to be from Australia. All right, guys, I got 2 more minutes, then I'm shutting her down. You guys are all great for watching. And yeah, I'm just going with what Google says when it says toast. That's what I typed in there. But you know, Afghans. You guys export Afghans. I don't need an Afghan. I live in Vegas. It's not cold enough to have it. So that's pretty cool. National dish of New Zealand is peepees and fresh mussels. See you later, Ivy. I appreciate you watching. You guys can email me if you want to email me. You guys can use the links in the description of this video if you want to send some support my way and make my day. And my wife is yelling at my cat right now. And I'm going to get off this camera in less than 1 minute. I've heard that the Drew project is now pushed back. The Drew is very mysterious. We don't know. And I will take a look at that, Savage. New Zealand, land of filming locations for the Lord of the Rings. That's right. It's Middle Earth. That's where the hobbits all come from. Marmalite. There you go. I like Marmalite. Gail is on the ball. I hope if you guys needed information from me, you guys got it. What else can I tell you today? Tomorrow's Sunday. Spend time with your family if you can. Where I come from, there's such a thing called hockey widows. I hope we don't have any football widows. Football's very uniting. Spend time with your family. Hug your family if you can. We don't know what's going to happen the day after tomorrow or the minute after today. So Be good out there. And if your family is annoying and they're frustrating, or your friends are annoying and frustrating, just remember they're what you got to support you through thick and thin. So look past it and know they don't mean any malice. They're only just looking out for what's best for you. You guys are great. I gotta go. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.